Greetings, everyone. I don't know what sort of year 2021 has proved to be for you. Some have had a good year, others a terrible year. No matter what kind of year this has been, I want to offer some encouragement. Today, I want to talk to anyone who has experienced a confusing year. What do I mean by confusing? Where to begin? First of all, we're bombarded with too much information most of our waking hours. Much of that information is contradictory. It's spun to fit a narrative of whatever news organization we're consuming. It often is shared out of context. Second of all, experts disagree on all kinds of issues, whether it's medical information or economic policy, which makes it difficult to make good, well-informed decisions about our lives. Then we've had to make all kinds of decisions that we never thought we would have to make. What is the right call when there's so many data points and the consequences are unpredictable? So yeah, it's just been confusing. But let me share a verse that might seem overly simple and not applicable to what you are facing, but give me a couple minutes. In Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5, we read this: "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not lean on your own understanding." Trusting God means that you know God, His promises, and His guidelines for living in the world as His people. And you have enough confidence in Him to follow through with action based on what you believe. As you read the teachings of Jesus, you still might be confused because it doesn't make sense in the context of our culture. It might nuke your reputation if you follow through with it, or some other consequence that you have a hard time wrestling with. But because you trust Him, you do it anyway. So when you're in a great time of confusion, a good place to start is with God and what you know He wants you to do. And from there, you can apply God's word to specific situations. So you can ask things like, how can I deal with this situation in a way that loves my neighbor or even my enemy? Will this do moral good or moral evil by Jesus' standards? Is this truthful and in keeping with the mercy, compassion of Jesus? Will doing this directly contradict Jesus' teachings on what is or is not sin? I know that won't clear up all confusion, and it still might leave you overwhelmed by all the information and misinformation bombarding you, but that leads us towards humility, knowing that we don't have all the answers and that we need help. It also leads us to trust in the one who knows what is happening, what is actually happening, and what will happen. It causes us to trust the one who will bring an end to all of the sin, evil, and confusion in our world. It causes us to trust in Jesus. So when you are confused and overwhelmed, look to Jesus. He is our unchanging foundation in this world. This has been Devotions with Joe Schneider from First Christian Church of O'Neill. I hope that you have a blessed day.